Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, John, aka Nosy Vlogs, and yeah, I'm back for a little vloggy. Uh, yeah, nothing of significance again. Most of you will not be surprised of that one. I was planning on maybe going for a day out sometime while I was off, but yeah, I ended up meeting up with a friend of mine who's yeah, I used to work with him basically. I used to work with him when I was at Asda, and yeah, we haven't spoken properly, and we haven't seen each other for flipping ages, man. It's been like we're talking years since we last actually met up for in a social way. So yeah, we met up yesterday. Um, had a few drinks, and he didn't go on till like 9:30 in the evening. We met up at I think we met up about 3 o'clock-ish in the afternoon, and literally right through till about 9:30, and we had a few drinks. I went to one of my locals, got a takeaway on the way home, and then he got the bus back home. But yeah, it was good to see him. It was good to see him. It's good to keep in contact with people, because when it comes to my previous place of employment, there's not many people that I used to work with that I still am in contact with. There's a couple of them I used to work with, but that I still have on Facebook or whatever, but that's about it. I don't really keep in contact with a lot of them because I didn't really get on with them, especially when it came to more management more than anything. But no, it was nice. It was a nice change of pace as well, just meeting up, and yeah, it was good. It was good. But yeah, so obviously I'm off from work still. I'm off this whole week. I broke off Thursday last week. And yeah, I go back to work on Monday. That's when I go back. So I've still got the next couple of days this week. Oh, I've got tomorrow, which is, obviously with my place of work, I only work 4 days a week. I only do 4 on, 3 off usually. So the way how I've booked this holiday off, I've booked my initial 4 days off, and it kind of links last weekend and this weekend coming as well. So in total, I'm off for like 10 days. It's like a week and a half roughly, that I'm off for in total. But when it comes to how my place works, at my place of work, I'm off technically just for 4 days, which is technically my week. But yeah, so it's been a nice time off. Any time away from work is nice. Just to kind of like take it easy. And I know some people probably watching this will be like, "You literally went to America for 2 weeks. Why the hell are you off again?" And no doubt people are probably thinking I'm a right lazy twat, but it's just the way it's landed. It's just one of those. It's just the way it's landed. I never took any holiday requests earlier in the year because my holiday requests start in January every year, and I deliberately didn't put anything in for earlier in the year. Usually I take a week off or something like that around about March, April time, usually, of the new year. So I usually take off some time, like the beginning of the year, around about March, April time. But I didn't do that this time around because obviously I knew full well we were looking at going abroad, and the idea around about April time, I think it was, when we initially booked the holiday for going to America. So it was around April time when we actually booked it. So I deliberately didn't put any holiday request in because I wanted to make sure I had enough allocation there to book off 2 weeks from work. And basically, obviously I booked 2 days off as well for August, which was TF Nation. So all in all, I only booked off, because the way it works with my work, I booked off 6 days off between August and September, which yeah, so that's basically what I did. And then I had some allocation left. I found out I wasn't allowed to have any time off in November for my birthday, so I decided to take off the beginning, like this first. Obviously, originally I was going to a convention. All right, I was originally this past weekend just gone. This past weekend, I originally was going to Birmingham for a convention alongside Sam, Jose Firestorm, and Lawrence as well. But I booked off the time just to make sure I had it off. So this week we're on now that I'm off from work was initially booked because of going to a convention last week at the weekend just gone. I unfortunately, in the end, because of going to America, I just couldn't afford to go. I couldn't afford like getting another hotel for like 3 nights. I couldn't afford a hotel for 3 nights, and I would have to get a hotel on my own as well. So I'd have to pay the full whack. There's no one splitting it with me or anyone or anything like that. So I'd have to pay for my own hotel room on my own, and I can't quite afford 3 days like that. And so on top of going to America. So I decided not to bother going to it in the end, even though I initially booked the time off this week off for that. But yeah, that's the reason why this week is booked off was initially because I was going to a convention and I just decided to take the whole week off. And then I've got another holiday, which is my last holiday allocation. It's the last bit of holiday I have before everything renews for January next year. So I decided to take another week off at the end of October to the beginning of November because I can't take any time off after a certain time point in November. I think it's some point around about the 15th or something like that. Anything after the 15th, I'm not allowed to take any time off for November. But the beginning of November is okay. So I managed to book off my last week holiday for Halloween. So I'm off the Halloween weekend and then into the beginning of November as well. So that is literally my last week off for this year as holidays. And then it's Christmas hours when I go back after that holiday at the end of November. At the end of October, sorry. And yeah, then I'm on my Christmas hours, and then yeah, up to New Year's. So obviously, when my Christmas hours start, I literally only have Christmas Day. Usually, we have Boxing Day off, but it depends how it lands, what days we're on. But usually we have Christmas Day and Boxing Day off, and then we have New Year's Day off as well. So we only get like 3 days off per year. That's actually already in the planner, automatically. So yeah, except for Christmas Day and Boxing Day and New Year's Day, I will be working solidly once I go back after my next holiday. I've been working pretty much solidly. Potentially 6-day weeks, if not 7-day weeks, because last year was absolutely mental with the hours. Yes, the money's good. The money's always good, but I was absolutely knackered. I was working right through my birthday last year as well. I didn't get a chance to have any time off for my birthday. I think we managed, basically they allowed us a couple Sundays off over the period. So we at least got 1 day off per week instead of what we usually get. But we had to work at least 6 days, and it was on the rota. It was on the Christmas rota as 7 days solidly, but they ended up allowing us at least a Sunday off of a couple of the weeks leading up to Christmas, which was nice. At least we got at least a day off at least. But yeah. I don't know how the Christmas rotas are going to work this time around. I don't know how busy we're going to be. Each Christmas seems to be different every time when it comes to orders and how many people are wanting stuff. And you can understand, Christmas is the busiest time for most businesses, especially when they're working in food and stuff like that, which is fine. But yeah, so I've just been chilling out this past since I broke off. I've just been chilling out. Like I said, I originally was going to a convention, but ended up not being able to go because it ended up selling out ticket wise by the time I got round to it, anyways. And obviously, we're going to America. It kind of like I'm absolutely broke at the moment, and having to sort myself out before we plan to do anything else next year. Me and my good friend Smithy and a mutual friend of ours called Phil were on about possibly going away again abroad next year. So it's going to be like me and a couple of friends going away possibly some point. It's probably not going to be America. It's probably going to be Spain somewhere. It's going to be more Europe, more within the European thing if we decide to go anywhere next year. So it's not going to be as far next year if we did do that. It's probably going to be a bit cheaper as well because we'll have all-inclusive kind of thing going on. But yeah, so that's pretty much been me this past few days. Obviously meeting up with Matty like yesterday, my good friend Matty from that I used to work with. It was nice to meet up with him while I had the time off. It kind of worked out perfectly, that, to be honest with you. It really did work out perfect because I literally messaged him, I think it was the Monday. It was last Monday. And he was messaging me a couple of times, this, that and the other. And I just thought, you know what, why not? And I just sent him a message and I just said, if you're free anytime, I'm off from work at the moment until, I'm off for the whole week. If you wanted to meet up for a pint sometime while I'm off and I've got the time, we can do that. And he came back to me saying that he doesn't work late on a Tuesday. He finishes around about 2 o'clock-ish in the afternoon from work. And he came straight from work after he finished and just chilled out and caught up with each other. It was really good. It was good to see him. But yeah. So yeah, I've been watching a series at the moment as well, trying to get all caught up and watched with a series called Better Call Saul, which is part of the Breaking Bad continuity. I've only watched a couple of episodes of season 1 so far, and I've just carried on watching it from where I left off, and I'm now currently on season 2. So I've been watching that and watching some films and just chilling out and just relaxing and enjoying my week off, really. I've been trying to get some more videos made as well. I'm going to try and get some videos made while I'm off. I'm probably going to do some reviews tomorrow, get some reviews recorded and edited and probably get them uploaded or get them scheduled in for my main channel. And obviously this vlog's happening for this channel. But yeah, just going to chill out, I think. I have a feeling I kind of want to do a live stream as well. I'm thinking I might do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know whether to do it on this channel or my main channel, but I haven't done a live stream for a while and I kind of miss doing live streams. So I might just do a nice, like a chilled out live stream possibly. I know it's during the week and I don't usually do them until maybe on a Friday night. I usually do my live streams on a Friday. Because Fridays seem to be a bit better because there's a lot more people available on a Friday because of Transformers the show and things, people doing stuff on the internet. So there's usually a nice crowd of people about on a Friday evening. So it's just easier to kind of get some people involved in the chats. But I don't know, I'm just contemplating at the moment. I'm thinking about maybe tomorrow night doing just a nice chilled out live stream. Yeah. See how we do. But yeah, I will see what's what. But that's pretty much all I can really talk about today. I just thought to just do a stream and just let people know what I've been up to. And but yeah, take care everybody. And thank you for watching and bye-bye for now.